Facebook has purchased WhatsApp for $19 billion. And people are wondering, how could it be that Facebook would purchase a company that only has 50 employees, doesn't make any money? It just doesn't make any sense. Well, there are a number of reasons why Mark Zuckerberg feels that it was extremely important to buy this company. Now, keep in mind that, of course, Facebook has 1.2 billion users. However, one of the issues that they have is they don't have a lot of reach in Latin American countries. So as a result, they wanted to purchase WhatsApp because a lot of their users are in Latin America. So during a recent press conference, Zuckerberg said the following: there are countries such as Korea or Japan where another messaging service is bigger. But if you look across the world, WhatsApp across Europe, Latin America, India, a lot of places in Asia is the clear leader.
So, yeah, not only are they gigantic, what do they have, 400 million users now? Okay, which is, of course, enormous. And why a lot of people are surprised is they're like, I don't know, I don't have WhatsApp. That happens a lot, right? Especially in the US, they're like, Russell Peters. I've never seen Russell Peters, but the guy sells out like large stadiums all across the world. He made $21 million as a comedian. The world loves Russell Peters, but knucklehead America's like, oh, I don't know Russell Peters, so I'm not going to put him on TV. I'm not going to give him a movie, right? So that's kind of what's happening with WhatsApp. They're not just big in Latin America. They're in Asia and India. They're huge, right? So I get that part of it. Nonetheless, $19 billion is a lot of money for a company barely making money, relatively, in the context of a company worth $19 billion.
Right. So keep in mind that with a website or with a company like Facebook, you continuously have to find ways to stay relevant, right? Which is why Facebook purchased Instagram. They want to make sure that they capture as many users as possible, have them under their wing. Now, the great thing about Facebook in the case of Instagram was they didn't take Instagram under its wing and completely change the way it was. So it is possible for you to be an Instagram user but not a Facebook user, but still it's under the same umbrella. Now, Zuckerberg also said the following: WhatsApp is the only app we've ever seen with higher engagement than Facebook itself. So that's another thing that he's really concerned about. So Facebook has its own messaging system. However, it's cluttered with all the other little services that you get with the website. When it comes to WhatsApp, all it is a way of text messaging people for free. And it's simple. People like the simplicity. So, of course, Zuckerberg wanted to take control of that as well.
And look, that makes sense too, because you pay for the text messages, but if you can do it online, you don't have to pay for it. So that's why they've exploded in popularity. But understand that there's a bunch of companies that do this, and there's a lot that are really, really successful. Some Facebook couldn't buy because they were focused more on China or Japan, and they have legal and other issues in those two countries which make it harder to buy those companies and integrate them into Facebook, et cetera, right? So that's why they bought WhatsApp. I get all that, but it's still $19 billion. To give you a sense of that, Anna, you want to tell us the companies that are worth in that same ballpark or less that you might be familiar with?
I will. So, of course, when I give you that information, it'll go along with Cenk's point. But before I get to that, I just wanted to make one other point about Facebook and what this will mean after they acquire WhatsApp. Right now, they have 1.2 billion users, right? After WhatsApp, they will have 2 billion. So again, it's all about increasing the number of users they have. That way they can sell more ads. So they must have done the numbers. They must have realized, hey, you know what? It is expensive, but it's going to be in our best interest to remain relevant and have more engaged users. So let me tell you.
So the 2 billion number, by the way, includes Instagram as well.
Yes.
So that's why you've got that. Okay.
Exactly. All right. So when it comes to U.S. companies that are worth less than what Facebook paid for WhatsApp, you have American Airlines at $12.3 billion.
Isn't that amazing? That the company that's barely made any money is worth $7 billion more than American Airlines.
It's incredible. Chipotle, $17.1 billion. Campbell's Soup, $13.6 billion. Fidelity, $15.8 billion. Tiffany & Company, $11.4 billion. You guys get the picture. Look at that. Tyson Foods, Harley Davidson, Mattel, MGM Resorts, $12.7 billion. News Corp, $10.27 billion. So you get a sense of just how much they paid for WhatsApp, and I don't know. I mean, is it really justified? Who knows? But they must have crunched the numbers. They must have realized it was a good move.
No. Like, don't give them too much deference. Look, sometimes it seems like, oh, that's a big number. Like, for example, when Google bought YouTube, people were like, oh, I think it was in the ballpark of like 1.6 billion or something. They're like, boy, that's a big number. I'm like, no, it's not. I thought at the time, and I said it was an awesome purchase. Because I'm like, because I know, because look, I have an unfair advantage there because I'm in the video media business, right? Online media. And so I knew everybody was going to YouTube, right? So that was a smart purchase, even though it was a lot of money. And these guys got 400 million users today. Do they have it tomorrow? I don't know. Does somebody else have the 400 million or 600 million the next day? 19 billion is not a little bit of money. It's a
lot of money.
gigantic amount of money. And the industry moves really fast. Look, we're in the industry. I hope they keep paying the crazy prices, right? That would be to our advantage. But I'm telling you, 19 billion is way too much.
It might be way too much, but it wasn't their best interest to purchase that company. I really think it was. It
depends on the price. Yeah, of course it was, but depends on the price.
Yeah.
Right? So, and then finally though, look, there's more good news out of this though, because they're now, WhatsApp, I don't know what their political persuasions are, etc., but they're now so much more powerful than News Corp that runs Fox News, New York Post, Wall Street Journal, etc. They have much more money than Carlyle Group. The Carlyle Group that everybody thinks secretly manipulates the whole world, starts wars, etc., to profit off of that, etc. And they had all the former presidents and politicians, etc., in the Carlyle Group. They're only at 11 billion. This rinky-dink app that started 4 to 5 years ago is at 19 billion. Use some of that power if you're a progressive for good, will you, please? Because look, they can balance the playing field all by themselves. If I was one of the founders of WhatsApp, let's say of course the founders didn't get all 19 billion, right? But what did they get? They go 4 or 5 billion? I'm making it up, I'm guessing, right? Oh, if I had $4 or $5 billion, oh, Koch brothers, step aside, Holmes. I got this. Oh, and the battle would be joined. Oh, you want to run ads? Oh, two can play at that game, son. Okay, oh my God, the damage we could do.